The vampire was chained up on the ground, shackles all over his body. Everyone was shouting to burn up. As sunlight began to fall, the vampire's body started sizzling. Just when he was about to die from the pain, an umbrella appeared above his head. He looked up in confusion and saw an elegant man standing before. The man reached out his hand. I forgive your sins in the name of God. No one dared to speak, because the Son of God words represented. The nun warned the vampire not to cause trouble, or the knights of swords would cut off his head at any moment. Then she brought him before the Son of God. I can understand that you love all people equally, but just exile him to a barren planet. Why keep him by your side? After the splitting up, the Son of God removed all the shackles from the vampire. But the next second, the vampire pounced at him. The Son of God cried, although I'd be happy to provide you with some blood, I'm afraid my blood would burn you. But the vampire didn't believe, and took a big bite at the Son of God's neck, but immediately let the Son of God go. He covered his mouth and coughed violently. The Son of God didn't blame the vampire's excessive behavior. Instead, he grabbed his chin, checking the burns inside his mouth. You're bathed in holy water, Jacob. My blood is toxic to you, but the wound is just mine. With your vampire healing ability, it should heal quickly. The vampire pushed away the god's hand. Your performance should be over. Saving me is just a means to solidify your own great image. The Son of God. So that's another way to see it. Yet you tense. Listen to some music to relax. He then turned and walked toward the piano. I looked into you. Although you're a vampire, you've never hurt anyone. So you deserve forgiveness. The vampire did. Didn't I just bite you? The Son of God. Your God is willing to forgive. Poor and beautiful little bat. This made the little bat laugh out loud. You're the pitiful one, aren't you? In this tiny space. Every moment, every move. Watched by trillions of viewers across the universe. The viewers weren't hurt. Person doesn't deserve to stay by the Son of God's side. He should be killed. The Son of God sat, without a trace of anger. This is my responsibility, to use myself to comfort every believer's soul. The little bat laughed out loud. Then would you be willing to use yourself to comfort my soul? The little bat was locked in solitary, yet he rolled around excitedly, because just moments ago he had gotten close to the Son of God. The Son of God looked at the little bat tenderly. Of course I'm willing. Hearing this, the little bat quickly came before the Son of God, would then press close. Soft touch left the Son of God momentarily stunned. The nun burst through the door with knife. Execute this guy who dares to offend the divine immediate. The knights pinned the little bat to the ground, raising their swords to cut off his head. The Son of God came to his side and spoke up to stop them from harming. At this moment, the little bat looked at the Son of God and smugly licked the corner of his mouth. The Son of God was speechless and had the knights take him away first. In the solitary cell, the little bat rolled around excitedly. He actually kissed the Son of God. The paradigm did it work? The little bat pouted. That says, the Son of God. How could it be that easy to sleep with him? The parrot immediately came up with a bad idea. If you ask me, you should just force yourself on him. But the little bat wasn't willing to do that. The parrot sighed helplessly, but still urged him to hurry, or those unruly pirates would storm the temple. The little bat nodded knowingly. I'll get the Son of God's eternal heart as soon as possible. The next day, the nun brought the little bat to the chapel for class. The monster looked at the new classmate in terror. How can there be a blood clan here? He won't attack people, will he? The little bat got it and bared his fangs at the monster. The monster was so scared it immediately shot curiously at the person in front of him. Daddy, why is this pretty guy wearing handcuffs? Little bat turned around and stared at the little kid mischievous. Because I didn't do my homework. Kid, did you do your homework? The little kid was scared to tears, stuttering that she had done it. Knight Lue was almost amused by this childish scene, but kept a straight face. His Highness asked me to bring you to you. You're not allowed to cause trouble. The little bat replied impatiently that he knew. Then the Son of God walked on to. It had to be said that the Son of God made the little bat love him to death. But no matter how good looking, it couldn't hide the little bat's poor student. Soon he became drowsy. The Son of God was telling everyone about the history of divine children, and why he could eliminate the dark cocoons. Passing by the little bat, he tapped his head with a book. The little bat startled, shouting that he wasn't asleep. This caused laughter all around. After the lesson came listening to believers' prayers, while the Son of God patiently comforted each believer's emotion. Because when someone had serious negative emotions, evil dark cocoons would grow. Dark cocoons would turn people into monsters that only attack. Watching the Son of God comfort believer after believer, the little bat's eyes were full of concern. Listening to so many people's misfortunes and sorrows a day, wouldn't he really break down? Then the snail man behind suddenly went berserk. Why does everyone abandon me? I've clearly worked so hard. The little kid tried to wake the man say, but it was useless. Lue shouted that it was a dark. The little bat reacted and quickly carried the little kid to safety. At the same time, the man was already attacking the Son of God. If you can't save us, then let's die together. The Son of God personally removed the shackles from the little bat. The little bat was so shy that his little wings popped out. Seeing the Son of God in danger, he gave the mutated snail man 2 solid kicks. The fallen snail man began bubbling all over. Lue shouted to scatter quick. He's about to explode. Hearing this, Langzi teleported in front of the sound, using his own body to shield the Son of God from the approaching danger. However, the Son of God showed no panic on his face. He slowly extended his hand, divine power from his finger, completely enveloping the about to explode snail. Under the divine power, the snail returned to human form. Although he knew the Son of God had ways to control dark cocoons, the little bat was still very angry. Why didn't you dodge? What if he got infected by the dark cocoon? Faced with the little bat's concern, the Son of God smiled slightly. He gently pulled the little bat into his arms, then raised his hand to form seal. Under the divine powers, Haka cocoons were completely purified. In the blink of an eye, the snail man had returned to normal. The believers all admired the Son of God. The Son of God released the little bat and asked with concern, did you get hurt just now? Divine power should cause harm to blood clans. And thank you for protecting me just now. The little bat was dazed by the Son of God's gentleness and power, only managing to stammer out through your welcome. He had thought the Son of God was a pretty boy who needed his rescue, never expecting the other to be so powerful. This made him want to taste the Son of God even more. The son of God stopped when he passed the nun. A guy who can take care of little girls and risk his life to save. What bad intentions did he have? Release him from solitary and arrange for Yang to attend. The nun warned Langxi to study hard. If he dared to have bad thoughts, the shackles on his feet would immediately release electric shocks. Would such a big bat be afraid of electricity? So on his first day of class, he secretly snuck out. In the garden he caught the scent of blue wind chimes from the sauna. Here the son of God was teaching a group of little kids. Suddenly he looked in one direction. Which class are you from, little friend? Do you want to come listen to? Got red-handed. Langxi's face turned red immediately. He nervously said he was just passing. The little girl pointed at the little bat excited. He's from the Lily class. I saw him this morning. The son of God reached out his hand to the little bat. Come here, little Lily. This nickname made Langxi dizzy with happy. He actually called me little Lily. When he came to his senses he was already sitting next to the son of God. Another little girl was unhappy. Mother Superior says you're a demon. You'll defile the son of God. You don't deserve to sit next to the son of God. Langxi grabbed the son of God's arm defiantly. I'm sitting right here. What can you do about it? The little girl got even angrier and kept arguing. The son of God had to speak up to her. Lamo, what did we talk about yesterday? Those who harm no living beings and insult no others are with him. But if he's innocent, why would he be wearing shackles? The son of God nodded approval. You're right. He really shouldn't be wearing these. He then got up and personally removed Langxi's shackle. Seeing the lofty son of God, now lowering himself to do such things for him, saying he was a beautiful being, who should never be eaten. With two little pops, the little bat excitedly revealed his little wing. Faced with a suddenly appearing little wing, the son of God was confused. What's this? The little bat felt both shy and nervous, stood up and ran away. I haven't finished my homework so I'll go now. He hid in a shaded area of the heat on his face had him subside. He felt like he was completely smitten. The son of God's behavior just now was too strong. He had him completely wrapped around his face. If this continued, before he could win over the sun, he'd be won over by the son of God first. The little bat's wings were burned by sunlight. He lay on the ground crying loud. He was found by the son of God and taken home. Langxi warned himself not to be deceived by the sun. Then Lamo came looking for him. Lord Cecil asked me to bring you all. She then hurriedly dragged Langxi outside. Langxi was brought to a dark room. Did the son of God really ask for me? The only response was the sound of a closing door. Then the sunshade cloth on the roof was removed. The moment sunlight hit Langxi, thick smoke immediately rose from his body. He wasn't wearing his light spirit ring to avoid sunlight today. If this continued he'd be cold. So he flapped his little wings hard and escaped through the roof. In just a few minutes, his wings were severely burned by daylight. He fell to the floor in pain, crying like, so hot, so hot, so hot. The son of God heard the commotion, cradling the little bat in his hands gently. And the little bat opened his teary eyes, thinking how nice it sounded when he called my name. When he woke up again he found himself sleeping in a flower bath, surrounded by his favorite scent. He closed his eyes content. Ah, it's the scent of blue wind chimes. If you like it, I can give you some of my bath balls. They all have this scent. The little bat startled and said, when did the son of God? He immediately started acting. I don't like it at all. That the son of God didn't expose his little asking if it still hurt. Langxi looked down with a slightly red face. This little injury is not. The son of God apologized to the little, blaming himself for not teaching Lamo. The little bat generously said, I won't argue with a kid. The little bat was so chubby and cute. The son of God couldn't help but pat his little head. He said he'd come see him again tomorrow. Before leaving he also prepared pastries for him. After the son of God left, the little bat hugged the pastries and took a big fierce bite. If the second and third brothers at home knew about this, he'd be laughed to death. But the son of God did help him today. By rights he should repay the favor. So he flapped his little wings and went to find the son of God again. At this moment the son of God was bathing in the divine. The divine pool was the only place without cameras. Suddenly there was a sound from the window. The son of God looked at the window alert. Who's there? The next second the little bat appeared on the windowsill, asking if he wanted to sneak out and play together. The soft and cute little bat was actually the pirate crew leader. Not only was his personal combat power outstanding, his mouth was also a giant octopus that could eat a whole village. A month ago Langxi led his crew to rescue several hostages from prison. This mission earned them countless treasures. But Langxi still found it extreme. During the celebration he came outside for fresh. He happened to see a giant poster of the sun. What's that? The woman looked at the poster with burning eyes. That son of God sees. The spiritual leader that the whole empire is crazy about house remain unmarried for life because of him. Claiming to have spiritually married Cecil. Interesting, right? The redhead snorted deceit. Just a poor wretch living under everyone's gaze. Hoxie, who didn't use the internet, was very curious about. What do you mean? Because from the moment Cecil was born, all his actions have been live streamed to everyone through the network. He's been taught by light priests since childhood, following rules strictly, keeping to doctrine. Even what he eats for each meal